Namaste, I am Shivang Patel. Today me and my colleagues Smith Devi and Sheikh Dev Bhatt will be discussing about how an outsourcing company of HR works. The term human resource was first instituted during the 1960s when the estimation of population started to collect consideration and when ideas, for example, inspiration, authoritative conduct, and choice evaluation started to come to fruition. HR is a central part of each business. HR experts are answerable for enrolling, screening, and meeting and recruiting laborers with the objective of making an upper hand. HR is utilized to depict both the individuals who work for an organization or an association and the division answerable for overseeing assets identified with the representatives. So now we will be discussing about the purposes of HR. In 2014, the average US company spent approximately $4,000 to fill an open position. That's a lot, especially for small businesses that usually have a tight budget. Employee onboarding and training further increase these costs. If you hire the wrong people and they quit soon after, you are throwing money down the drain. According to a recent report, US workers are leaving their jobs because of unsatisfactory compensation, poor work-life balance, lack of career development, or job insecurity.
Namaste, I am Smith Devi and now I will explain you the objectives of HRM. So first we will see the objectives: personal objectives, functional objectives, organizational objectives and societal objectives. So first I will explain the personal objectives. To assist employees in achieving their personal goals, at least in so far as these goals enhance the individual's contribution to the organization. Personal objectives of employees must be maintained, retained and motivated. So now I will explain functional objectives. To maintain the contribution of department at an appropriate level, organization should fulfill the needs. Resources are wasted when HRM is either more or less sophisticated to suit the organization demands. So now I will explain the third objective is organizational objective. To recognize the role of HRM in bringing about organizational effectiveness. HRM is not an end in itself, but it is only a mean to assist the organization with its primary objectives organization.
Namaste. My name is Dev Bhatt and I am going to tell you about functions of human resource management. We could say that the functions of human resource management are numerous and varied. Let us look on them. The first function of human resource management is personal administration. The administrative management of staff is one of the central tasks in personnel department. It includes management of contract, pay leaves, sick leaves, etc. The second function of human resource management is personnel recruitment and selection. Another main function of human resource is to attract and select the best talent. Firstly, you need to work on your employees' branding so the professional who are willing to work for your job can approach to your company. The third function of human resource management is development of positive work climate. Positive work climate is a major factor in the company as it increases the productivity, increases the motivation and strengthens the commitment of your employee. Employee performance evaluation is another activity in human resource management. Employees' evaluation and their commitment towards the company need to be accessed daily. The last function of human resource management is staff training and development. The personnel department should implement also training of employee for the growth of employee and for the growth of the company as well. So now we'll look at the importance of HR. So the first point is adaptable to change. Human resource management performs various functions in which training and development is a vital one. These type of programs provide employers to get their knowledge more about the new idea of company. The second important point is demand and supply. Human resource management finds that the company is working with low employer, so they will play an activity like recruitment and selection. By that they can balance the need. The third point is sustain business in the market. Human resource management need to work with excellence employers so the best employer can take their company ahead in the market with the best qualified result so that they can stay strong in the future. The fourth point is to develop corporate image. Any company would like to have their company image best in the market, so any individual can work for them. But if the company is not working good with their employee, so the company will shortly run out of employee and can shut down in the future as well. And the last point is to motivate employee. Human resource management always need to motivate their employee for the best of the productivity, so their employee can work good in the future and get good profit in the future.
Namaste, my name is Anwar Sheikh. Today I will represent you recruitment and selection procedure. So what is the recruitment? According to Edwin B. Flifo, recruitment is the process of searching of prospective employee and stimulating the apply for the job for the organization. So there are various process in recruitment that we know. There are 5. The first one is planning. There is a various general step we need to know about the planning, the identification of vacancy, job specification, job analysis and job description. The second one is the strategy development. Is the HR team always trying to do something strategy wise in which to recruit the talented candidates in a minimal time with minimal cost by seeing the competition market. The third one is searching. There are 2 sources of searching in HR recruitment, is the internal and external. In internal they include like promotions, transfers and in internal advertisement, etc. In external sources there are the employment exchange, employment agencies and direct recruitment, etc. The fourth step is screening. Screening is done after having all sorts of sourcing and other steps in which they are taking the top candidate by doing the telephone interview and other interview steps. The last one is the evaluation and control. The evaluation control. The recruitment is the one of the expensive process. Hence, it is important that the process of recruitment is done thoroughly, which is evaluated. Let us know about the selection procedure. What is the selection? Selection is the process of picking individual with the relevant qualification and the right job of the organization. So there is a 2 importance. The first one is performance and the second one is the cost. Performance. The individual need to have the better skills which will be beneficial for the owner as well as for the company. And the cost ratio is considering while avoiding the necessary wastable resources and the money. So we'll look forward to at the selection process. The first one is a preliminary interview, in which this is a very basic process in which the undesirable candidate will remove. The second one is the receiving application, in which the selected candidate will need to have the fill up the form of the various information like biodata, about their experiences, about their hobby, interest, etc. Third one is the screening of application. The person who got selected from this the receiving application, they will interview to the screening committee, in which the experiences and the qualification is really matter. The fourth one is the employment test. There are various tests like aptitude test, intelligence test, personality test, which gauge their skills and talents. After this, there is the employment interview. After having all the tests and written tests and this, after they have the employment interview, in which they will interview to the interviewer about the what type of job they are relatable. Number 6, the checking references. This is the one of the most important thing the candidate have given at the time of their filling the information, in which the how they have leadership managerial skill in their existing company where they worked. The 7 is the medical examination. This is the important as well as good for the company, because in which they will approve that the candidate must have a good health, so there is less chances of absenteeism and employment turnover. The last but not least is about the final selection appointment letter. After passing all the steps of the selection procedure, this is the last the appointment letter, in which the candidate will get the confirmation letter from the company through mail or some other resources, in which they will give the work days, about their vacations, about their salaries, about the work purposes, etc. So basic difference about the recruitment and the selection is the recruitment is the process of electing the prospective employees for an organization, and the selection procedure is by selecting of the right candidate from the pool of the right applicant. Look forward to the HR model. Our organization believe in Ulrich model. So Ulrich believe we introduced in 1995 Dave Ulrich, who is the father of HR, and published in 1997 in Human Resource Champions. So there are the four central strategies which are included, like strategic partner, change agent, administrative expert, and employee champion. So this is rather than focusing on the processes and functions, they are mainly focused on the people who are around of the organization. So in 1996 there is are very much outdated. So in 2012 there are little bit changes in latest stage of its thinking, and what is that they're mainly pressurized on the CEO level with the senior level of management, and which is a significant role in this model. So apart from this, it is theoretically pragmatic and willingly to need to be changing theories, but the evidence doesn't support them. So there is the various part which you need to know about our Ulrich model. It will give a proper defining role of HR, and second point is will know this model will show you the competitive in the HR department, and it will give the value as well of the particular model and how to measure it.
So my next point is equality and diversity. Equality is about ensuring everybody has an equal opportunity and is not treated differently or discriminated against because of their characteristic. Diversity is about taking account of the difference between people and group of people and placing a positive value on those differences. So these are the points covering equality and diversity. So the first point is age. Age is not a restrictive factor in employment, but the thing that aged employees' working efficiency is lower than the younger employees. So the organization hire the fresh employees, so their working efficiency higher than the aged employees. Second point is disability. Physical disabilities are not restricted to the role, but the employees in a wheelchair can do the same desk-based work as a worker without a disability. Third point is gender equality and a pay gap. HR recruiter male over female, and they also think male employees are more efficient over female employees. And also female workers doing the same job as male employees are do, but they did not paid the same amount. So next point is race. Racial discrimination occurs when an individual is treated differently based on their actual or perceived race. Race discrimination also includes discrimination based upon skin color. Skin color generally refers to discrimination based upon one's pigmentation, complexion, or skin shade or tones. Color discrimination can occur between persons of different races or ethnicities, or also between person of the same race or ethnicity. One is religious of belief. Religious discrimination in the context of employment is treating employees differently because of their religion, religious belief or practices. Language discrimination refers to the unfair treatment of an individual based slowly upon the characteristic of their speech, such as accent, size of vocabulary, and syntax.
So now we will be discussing about benefits of HR. First, organizational culture. Organizational culture involves bringing together values, company vision, belief and traditions, and working rules that a firm has adopted over time. Second, planning for change. The business world is changing at a very fast rate. Technology is changing and it is updating constantly. Finances of businesses keep changing over time and employees come and go. Training and development. Nearly all employees include the ones with skills and qualities. Procedures and policies need to be conveyed firmly to all employees and all employees as a procedure of onboarding. This procedure will ensure that all employees are on the same wavelength.
Now I will going to explain about the ethical and effective points on recruitment and selection. The first one is the HR don't print any misleading job advertisement of any other resources, because it will affect to the candidate. If a candidate is coming with any position or job specification, if it is not a matter, that will be impact some negative points on the candidate. The second point is the right candidate will be selected for the right job in the right time, because like take an example of the food production student is sitting for the food and beverage service. So food and beverage service question will ask to the food production, it will be not equivalent to the food production student. The third one is your solicit the information which is necessary. If for take an example, if any candidate is coming for any origin, so company don't have to take or compare his ability to his region and or religion. Number 4 is a company have to treat it equally to all the candidates, the one who are coming for the interview, because there should not be a biased on any region, religion or any skin, or they have to treat it equally.
So now I would like to conclude the conversation that our company is an ordinary outsourcing company. Our main work is to find best talent for the company, not only managing the human resource. Yes, our strategies are different from others' company, but it is more effective than other companies too. We have different ways on work of human resource model, the management of functions, the process of recruitment and selection, as you see earlier in the video. We are from modern company. Our motto is still to put trust in any basic foundation of human resource management. So we hope that our strategies and video is convincing for you, and you can surely put your trust in our company. So we access that you will choose our company for the greatest business of yours and will build a great relationship in future. Thank you.